it's perfectly applicable to use the word revolution for what's taken place in Bradford. And I can feel that, I can say that, because the first people to use that word were none of the Respect campaigners, but were the people who went out, 18,000 and more of them, to vote Respect. They were saying that, you were saying that to George and to others 2.5 weeks ago. And I can see that there are many friends, colleagues here from the media, and they are very, very welcome. May I just say at this point that this is a wake-up call to the political classes, largely based in London, and it's also a wake-up call to the British media, again largely based in London, who are sat in an echo chamber in the Westminster Village, refusing to believe that this could possibly have taken place, and falling back on all sorts of explanations which ultimately smear you, smear the people of Bradford, and ignore not just you, but the feeling of people like you in every city around Britain. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! And on Friday morning, after I think in my case 1.5 hours sleep, it was a great joy to wake up and hear on the radio the voice of our next speaker. Our next speaker is the leader of the Respect Party. She's someone who, like you, in her case, 11 years ago, transformed herself as she took up the struggle against injustice, against war abroad, and against injustice at home. And in those few short years, she rose to be a political figure in this country, speaking on Newsnight, speaking on Question Time, confronting politicians who've been around, I would say, for far too long, who has allegedly experienced on wiping the floor with these supposed heavyweights. Our next speaker.
Thank you, people of Bradford West, for giving us hope. You have shown that not only do we need it, you have shown it is possible. You have broken the suffocating consensus, and the country is reeling from it. But I have had messages from all around the world saying, well done, well done, well done. You have been an inspiration in Gaza, in Singapore, in Indonesia, in America. The messages have been pouring through. This really is the beginning. But I would like to dedicate this rally to our sister Gorsa, wife of Abu Bakr Rauf. I'd like to ask, if I may, with your permission, that we have a 1-minute silence, prayer, reflection for our brother who died, our brother who's only 28 years old, had a 1-year-old baby, who literally died campaigning. He suddenly had a heart attack. His last words were actually Palestine, as he was talking to somebody about our stance on it. And he died not far from here. And it was his wife, Gorsa, even at the point of the greatest of grief, who said to us, don't stop. We must carry on in his name, because we're fighting a very important fight. But I'd appreciate if you could just take 1 minute silence to remember our brother. from his wife Corson, which I'd like to read out. My dear brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, respected elders, myself and Arabia are not here in person, but we are definitely here in spirit. On Tuesday, 20th of March 2012, I lost someone who's my soulmate. Abu was a wonderful husband, a father, a son, brother and friend. He was a humanitarian and I miss him dearly. Wherever he went, he always took me with him and I was happy to go. This was the case even after we had Arabia, our beautiful daughter, whether it was a meeting, an AGM or an event. Abu Bakr was a car enthusiast. His love for cars was just wow. Knowledge is power, that was his favourite line. A family member once questioned me a few years ago, asked me what my caste was. I looked at them confused and said, caste? What's that? Yes, I come from a Dutch caste, but it means nothing to me. I'm married outside of my caste. I'm married out of my family, but alhamdulillah we were happy. Allah is the best of planners. After Abu Bakr passed away, there was no way I was going to accept George Galloway suspending his campaign. Abu Bakr passed away campaigning for what he believed was right for the people of Bradford. We believe in peace, justice, equality. I spoke to George Galloway and I told him, Abu Bakr has passed away campaigning for you. This campaign must go on. The fight must go on as our future depends on this campaign. George started to cry, but I said, this was what I want. That's what Abu Bakr would have wanted. And that's what my heartfelt wish is. Alhamdulillah, the result was fantastic. Thank you for all your support, effort, and I know that there were definitely sleepless nights involved. I went to vote on Thursday, and as we were going to the church car park, someone was wearing a t-shirt with Abu Bakr's name on it, and looked at me saying, box number 2. Little did he know that I am Abu Bakr's wife, and of course it was going to be box number 2. I was worked with Abu Bakr in this campaigning for the Palestinians. I worked with the women in Huddersfield, York, Leeds, Sheffield, Manchester, Liverpool and Rochdale on International Women's Day. And it relates to me because I was born on International Women's Day. And my husband was always a great supporter in everything I did. He always encouraged me to follow what I believe in. And I am asking you all to work on causes together with your families and bring them all along to events and meetings, and please get your kids involved too. Thank you for all your support and kind words and help. I pray that we'll all be there for each other in the good times and the bad times. George is now the democratically elected MP for Bradford West. I congratulate him from me, Arabia, Abu Bakr's mom, dad and his sister. The hard work will carry on from today. Please be patient with him, because he'll be receiving lots of emails and calls, and the results will not be overnight. But in time, we will see the rewards. I'm taking each day as it comes, and look back at the wonderful time I had with my dear Abu Bakr. Inshallah, I see a bright future for my daughter Arabia, and you're all welcome to visit any time. And Arabia and I will be back to the campaigns very soon, the ones that Abu Bakr was involved in. Until then, best of luck and keep us in your prayers. And my wish is that Arabia and I will shine through Abu Bakr's name. I truly believe Abu Bakr is in a better place. We will, God willing, meet again. Love, peace, justice and equality. What a woman! What a message from Qasim Abu Bakr. I cannot add anything to that, but to introduce you to your MP, George Galloway.